Innovative.
Yo, it's your motherfucking boy, Young LA, the real Young LA, and I got my bro, cool ass Cam with me.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the WB Morning Show. Hope y'all ready for the waking back.
Hey, man, if you ain't already doing it, have your motherfucker blunt getting rolled right now, and have you some champagne and some OJ to the side so you can sip some mimosas.
Pull that mic up to you.
You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh. Yeah, damn, I started crazy. You hear me? That's when you know a nigga high, man. Hey, but yeah, if you ain't already got your blunt and your mimosas together, get it together right now. Let's get it going, man. We got a special guest in the house. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, sir.
Boom,
boom, boom, boom.
I go by Sean Auguste, man, the Haitian sensation. Sean
Hello.
of God, what's the deal?
Hello. Yeah, man. Welcome to the morning show where we just be waking and baking, talking shit. You know what I'm talking about? Swallowing spit. You know what I'm talking about? No Diddy.
Whoa.
You know, all that. No Diddy, baby. Yeah.
Starting early, huh?
Oh, man. We been talking that.
All right.
hey, that right there been around a long time, man. In the world of the game, man. Nigga been popping that for a while.
I'm just gonna need your lighter, man. Let me get the lighter. I should be all right.
Yeah, we got the torches, this motherfucker.
Torches.
Man. So, the Haitian sensation, huh? Who gave you that? Who gave you that? That nigga got his own horn. He don't need no help. Who gave you that? That AKA right there, man.
Hey, that's self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
You hear me? You hear me? Yeah, just go with the flow. I recently just started embracing that Haitian culture of mine.
That's right.
You know,
it's all about the culture, man.
Yeah, my dad reached out to me on Facebook one day after not knowing bro my whole life.
Hey, man, my pops passed away when I was 10, so he here, man.
Come on now.
Take advantage of it. But
Fatherhood right around the corner. Father's Day right around the corner.
Yeah, sir. Shout
and
out
I think
to all
it was
the fathers.
a few years ago on Father's Day, bro had found me on Facebook, and ever since then, I just been embracing that relationship and embracing that heritage, that Haitian heritage.
I got a good thought. I bet y'all look just alike. For some reason, it just hit my spirit.
Nah, I'll show you a picture of bro. Maybe there's definitely some resemblance,
okay,
but there's more to it when it comes to my shopping habits and my style. And
when you get to the bottom of it, yeah. So you saying like if I was just to happen to be walking down the aisle in a grocery store and I walk by him, I wouldn't think like, damn, he looked just like Sean Auguste.
Nah,
it wasn't. Okay.
Nah, he definitely like a Haitian looking ass nigga, like, you know, but he fresh all dough fedora hats type shit. Yeah,
he got the Haitian style on lock.
Yeah, I sent him a picture of my sneaker collection. He sent me a picture of his hats, his dress shoes, and his belts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it make a lot of sense.
That's how he came at you.
Yeah.
In LA, if a nigga send you some sneakers and you send back some hats and belts, that don't go. You like, nigga, send me your shoes.
Yeah.
But when you a Haitian sensation,
come on, the originator.
You could pop that. You could just hit them with, hey, you ain't got this fedora collection right here.
And the crazy thing, outside of drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying, the 80s, all I heard was great shit about my dad, for real.
That's what's
I just
up,
heard
man.
Bro was fly, bro had money, bro took great care of my mom, and once the crack 80s hit,
it got real.
Yeah.
But look, that's crazy because you on that time, though. You on that exact time, man.
I'm on crack?
Nah.
Oh, sure.
You taking care of your family. You getting money. You staying
exact.
fly. What you do with that with your weed pipe? I don't know, brother. Every time I'm around, it smelling like Zion there.
Nigga said crack air. He said, yeah, you be on that too.
You be on that too. You wild, man.
Nah.
Hey, so tell these good people what you do, man. Besides being one of my good. Matter of fact, before we get into what you do,
all right,
let's talk about how we met. You know what I'm talking about? If I remember, we met through my cousin, our digital, or did we met through my cousin Toy?
Back in the day.
Way back in the day. Yeah. He went to the same school as one of my good cousins, and my cousin always told me that you was a dope MC, singer, and everything, and that I need to get with you. And I feel like we chopped it up a few times, but we never linked. But one time when we did link, it was magical. You know what I mean? My nigga really get in there and he know how to sing, rap, do his shit on the spot. That nigga just be with the vibe, energy. He try to make you feel like you at home and shit. And then shit, we just been rocking since, You know, so break it down though. Tell them what you do, man. Even, you know, besides even music, you got a lot of lanes, man. Go on and hop in that driver's seat and tell them.
One thing I love to express is I'm like really obedient to my creative gifts. You know what I'm saying?
The art.
Yeah, I do believe to be an artist like we are, you have to have that connection to the higher power. So some of these ideas, and when I kind of like blurt out the resume, I just want to give all credit to God first for just giving me the idea and the discipline to be obedient.
For even waking us up.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. So with that said, the foundation of everything I do is music. You know what I'm saying? I love music, and that has expanded to a talk show, a 3-day-a-week talk show. It's also expanded to Facts, God Talk Live. It expanded to a brand. You know, shout out to all the ladies out there wearing their Augies. We will definitely be launching the Augie jeans on Father's Day. They will be here, so we got something for the gentlemen as well. It's also expanded into a festival. You know, a highly anticipated festival, and
we going on like the third year now, right?
Third year.
Come on now.
I was just on the phone with a sponsor right now. We just really making things happen.
Important calls and shit early in the morning, man. It's different.
I'm sorry, I had to get on. You know what I mean?
Oh, you never
just a couple minutes,
you
a couple steps late. That's all.
Never be sorry for handling your business, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I appreciate you for even making your time to pop out. Nigga, then move this workout to the side and all kind of shit. But yeah, go ahead, tell them what you were saying.
Yeah, but that's the foundation of everything. Those are the priorities right now: the music, the brand, the festival, and the podcast. Those are kind of head in my life, and you know the foundation of everything, the family. You got to take care of that shit and the personal shit.
For sure. So with that being said, you said 3 different aspects. We gonna start on music, man. What you working on? What you dropped lately? You know what I'm talking about? Give them a walkthrough. What's going on in the music side of the
Sick
game?
of Being Lonely is out right now. Please go get that 5-track EP. Go get that. And right now, I'm being obedient to a word by Reverend DeJohn Paul. You know what I mean? He was
Reverend.
on.
I like that.
He was on. I forget what show he was on, but he said, if you're an artist right now, Drake set the standard. I don't know if Drake is a trigger word right now.
In LA,
a lot of people.
I don't know if I can say that.
A lot of people.
It's a freaky
Call him
right
Aubrey
now.
or something. We got to use another name, but
yeah, we're gonna go with Aubrey.
Ultimately, he said Aubrey set the standard, and when he said that, he gave us criteria along with the report card that you can use, kind of like a rubric. But he said each artist right now need to have an EP, a mixtape, and an album to be considered a true artist, to be considered putting in that work ethic. And I took that to heart, so I dropped
Say that again one more time. They need to have what?
He said you need to have every artist need to have an EP, they need to have an album, and they need to have a mixtape. That's what he said. So that's what I've been implementing all year so far. I wanted to do EP, mixtape, album, but the way I've been just flowing creatively in the studio, I believe it's gonna be EP, Real Nigga Blues 3, and then we're gonna just have some fun rapping, mixtape, you know what I'm saying, Turk and Booty Club type shit.
That boy working.
Yeah.
So I like what's dope is as soon as I seen the new album you dropped, the one you just said,
Sick of Being Lonely,
the cover was crazy.
Thank you.
So even that, bro, the art of the music, you know, some people just be running through the covers, or they going with the popular cover right now, or just the popular person who make the cover art and just go with that wave and not going with their own wave. So when I seen that, I was like, that was dope as a motherfucker, man.
To be real with you, honestly, and again, it comes with me being obedient. That was crazy.
Wow.
Napkins right there.
That was wild. It got worse than that.
Check this out. When did they ever start putting them motherfucker all the way to the top? Don't they usually be?
They showing love.
They showed too much love today. But let's go, man.
Orange
juice and kush, man. The real one.
Hey, the real one. The real one.
If we caught that on camera, it's lit.
But ultimately, what I've been doing is I've
supplement that with the kush.
I hear you.
Now, what you been doing?
Let me see that lighter too. But when it comes with being obedient, and a lot of these things that I do is, again, me just being obedient. You don't necessarily have all the information of the mission. You know what I'm saying? You know the end goal of the mission, but you don't necessarily have all the, and that could end up being a distraction, discouragement, whatever. So I say all that to say, like, the Real Nigga Blue series and the Sick of Being Lonely, it didn't have a title or a cover until the day before I put it out. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's something about me, how I just perform in crunch time. I don't know if it's self-inflicted, but...
do it got something to do with procrastination?
Wow.
I'm the same type of way, though.
Wow.
And I've been like that ever since a kid. Like, when I got the projects and shit, I would, you got 3 months to do the project. Nigga be the night before.
Out the last 3 days, yeah.
The night before. I'm up all night doing the whole project. My mom like, what the fuck is wrong with, like, you got to do better than that. You been procrastinating. So that was what she always told me. But I felt like how you said, I perform better with a little pressure on me. But now, just to put the word procrastination into your play, I just want to see that.
Nah, I could subscribe to that for sure. Because it's either I procrastinate or I do shit when the fuck I want to do it. And I don't feel bad about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've gained and worked for the privilege to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it, and that's something that I don't.
That's what nigga work hard for. It's
exactly.
for freedom.
Yeah.
It ain't for all that little shiny shit niggas be having.
Yeah. So we can say procrastination just so people can understand it. You know what I'm saying? If they're not
but
here,
you really just moving on God's time.
Yeah. Amen.
I hear you.
You might be my translator on the low.
No, that's what I be doing on this show, because I know how you talking and I understand it, but just with somebody in the ghetto, I like to translate to the ghetto.
I love that.
And I feel like I hear what you're saying, and if I break it down a little bit lower than them, they could catch it. And not even lower, not saying no did. You hear me?
I got you. I got your back.
Break it down a little bit lower.
Yeah, I'm here.
I saw the words the way you put that together.
I'm good. I'm good with bro. He good. He good with us. But before we do get off music, the last session when you invited me to your studio, did I let you down? Did I disappoint you? Was that like too spiritual? Was that like, do you remember our last session at your crib?
I don't.
Oh my God. All right, for sure. I'm gonna take a Trump sip.
So you just gotta know I had moved, so my studio shit is in stores right now. So I have been working on.
So the memories is in storage too.
No, I can't say the memories is in storage. I just can say
I get on this nigga right now.
No, I don't. I hate to be a nigga that be saying yeah, and then three more details down. You like nigga. This.
Do
nigga.
You have a bad memory though?
No, I get high a lot. That's
so
what
you do say. Or you don't?
No. If we was to keep talking about it since we on the radio show, I want to keep going further. But if I can ask you some more and you'll tell me that day,
you'll figure it out.
Yeah, we remember in pictures, so I just gotta go back. I gotta take my time with it, and I make sure, because that's one thing, niggas smoking weed, they try to play like niggas don't hustle, niggas be lazy, and niggas got bad memory. So I try my best not to have a bad memory, but I'm gonna tell the truth, because I walk up to people and they see me all the time. What's up, young? And if I can't remember you, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, my nigga, and then
I remember the studio session was crazy, and that shit was like last year. That's wild though.
I mean, how many studio sessions you think I did since?
I hear you. Say less.
So no disrespect to you, because you.
That's
really
how you know
the
session was trash. That's how you know it was
God.
trash. If a nigga didn't remember it, it's all good.
No,
that's what.
No, because I remembered our last session at your studio.
Easy.
You feel me?
Easy.
So that's where I thought you was going. So when you went over there, I guess that's just
because you when I invite you to the studio, you just come to smoke and work, nigga, and then it's done. So you be really, the work ethic is there, nigga, and you be about that business.
So break down the studio session that we had. So just start breaking it down, and maybe I could catch on if I don't.
All right, so
the people could still get where you was going with it.
All right, you had your engineer in there. It was maybe like 2 or 3 more dudes in there. And then we was going through beats, and then I was just like, put on the beat, fuck it. And I went in the booth and was like, I was like, it's dark outside, or the sun come out at night or some shit. And I just didn't feel the, that's nice. I see where you going. It was just like, all right, let this nigga do what he done. And it's
No. So, okay.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember then. Now I do what you're saying. I can say this. If you in a room full of niggas, you know the vibe niggas gonna want to hear. They want to hear something. So if you go that way, it still be dope, because we just got to get into that vibe. So when we playing it, the music it'll go. So it's like a track 11 on the CD. When you in a room full of niggas and homies and they chilling and smoking,
track 3.
They want to hear track 3 to go crazy.
Okay.
But in reality, at the right time, if I was like one-on-one with a nigga and I'm like, hey, let me hear this, and you play it, pause, and then you play the motherfucking track, and then they was to do like a listen and get into that vibe, then they'll be like, oh, okay, I see where you're going. This is dope. But if we just walking around, everybody going up like we on the way to the club or that type, or we just in a barbershop shooting the shit, and then the nigga go into some, it's dark right now. You know what I mean? Nigga, like, it ain't dark in here right now, so it's not like we don't feel it. Hilarious. It's just, we gonna have to switch the vibe of the studio to get into that vibe when niggas really on bullshit. When you in that booth, what you own is what you own. When you come out, niggas might not even be thinking about your recording till we replay it or whatever the case. I say this how I could best to explain it. When I be doing shows sometimes, I done felt like nobody in the crowd was feeling me, right? And then I realized niggas don't gotta do their hands up and say A because you said A and all that type of shit to feel you. When they come off, they'll walk up to you and say, hey, bro, you did your shit. Yeah. I like this, like that. You might want to do this or whatever the case. They could have followed your Instagram, subscribed to your YouTube, bought something from you. Right then on the Instagram, bop, hit everything, and you like, oh, this is my new fan. But they didn't move around and do nothing the whole time you perform. Amen. Does that mean they not fucking with you? Nah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get that a lot because maybe I'm a little laid back and monotone for the most part. So sometimes when people are looking at me, I don't know. I don't get too excited. I don't get too sad. I got one smooth vibe, and I just, take everything in for the most part. But you already know you talented. To me, I don't look at you as a nigga that I need to, hey, you went crazy. Like, nigga, you been going crazy since I knew you. So it's like, you want me to tell you? You want me to say, hey, bro, you went crazy again. No. I tell you, I try to call you like out of the times where I know you ain't thinking about me calling and say, hey, you doing your shit, I watched this. That right there, or, hey, bro, I was just with a nigga who don't know you, that we know each other, and he was fucking with your shit. You doing something. So whatever that is, so it's kind of like on some business shit. If you put a motherfucking ad on the side of a bus and you put an ad by the freeway, if somebody's saying, I keep seeing that ad on the bus and they telling me about it, I'm telling you the ad on the bus is working. That's all I'm trying to get you to know. Yeah. You already know you dope. I already fuck with you. You my real friend. Like, and I fuck with you in music. Maybe I be telling people, if we don't do music enough through music, they can't tell that. You feel what I'm saying?
Say that again. I didn't hear me.
I'm not, like, if I'm not on your newest album, you not on my newest album. I'm not in your last video. You ain't in my last. Like, they want to see us like on some Khaled. How Khaled be with his homies all the time. Oh, that's they boy. And even though that is true, it ain't always true because you might be doing your whole thing, or, you know what I mean, you busy right now working on this, or I'm doing this, and it's like, can you come over here right now? And you can't, but I did call you, or whatever the case, and make sure, I'm sliding through your motherfucking Instagram every so often to make sure I ain't missing nothing. You feel me? Keeping up with me.
Nah, you are definitely a great friend, great supporter, a great musician, great artist, hell of a showman. You know what I mean? You do what you do on that stage. I believe pre-COVID, you was throwing money on the stage. You feel me? So you set the tone, you set the standard, you set the trend a few years back. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate. You know how to get out?
Yeah, no, I was talking to somebody recently, and they was basically telling me all the stuff you've been doing, everybody doing now, so it don't equate to like it's you doing it. Because if you was doing it by yourself, it was more like, oh, damn, look, I ain't never seen that. But now everybody come on stages with backpacks with shit to give away. Yeah. You know, roll fat woods now. Back in the day, it was like, damn, why before, it's all good. We do this, though.
Before we switch gears in whatever way, if you were switching gears, I was having a conversation with a very prominent musician, you know what I'm saying, who was getting to the bag very, very early. And he gave a great compliment. He said, yo, there's people like myself, people like Young L.A., people that have been grinding for years, and they're just now starting to get the rewards from putting in that grind, and I just want to applaud, you know what I'm saying, our patience and our hustle and our consistency and our discipline, our knowledge for keeping it going to stay in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas could have easily, I'm good.
And I want to say, it take a little longer. That's
come
all.
Come on.
My thing.
Come on.
You feel me? It's gonna take a little longer.
Especially if it's an original route.
you can't. It's back to the nip shit. It's like a nigga saying a marathon, and then you still thinking it's about to be 100-meter sprint.
Well said.
It's not that.
Well
It's
said.
a marathon.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah.
when you get in this motherfucker and you look down, you ain't about to see the finish line.
Come on.
I just even like when you was talking about music industry, trying to learn stuff, and I look at the music industry like a dark road. You feel me? Whatever information you could get is like a street light. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't see the next street light. You just got to keep on pressing. You know.
I think you did fuck with that song I was doing. The dark. It's dark outside.
My nigga, I really,
nigga said,
I really do music though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So when you do that, it's kind of like I know one of them tracks is I'm gonna put to the side and I'm gonna come in here on that vibe. I already been riding around with the hook playing and get into it, but at that time I was working on a project. So when I brought you in there, it was I'm working on
project.
A boom. And then me and G5 did a song.
I remember
and
that.
when we did our song, we ended up working on the project.
Because G5 will do that.
And it really wasn't, like I had never worked with him and it wasn't supposed to spin
you
like that.
You never worked with G5 before?
No, that was our first time working together. So
what?
It was like how I was saying me and you when he was like, oh damn, he fast, he quick. We knocked out like 3 songs in like
G5
2 hours.
Is ridiculous. Nah, he's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, no,
he's ridiculous. I don't know.
I said a nigga the G is for genius.
That shit is crazy, bro. I've seen a lot of producers work, and they can be fast, but be fast and have a hit record that fast.
Crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Just sitting there smoking on one of
the records, the nigga went crazy. I just like I'ma just do the hook and the bridge. The nigga went so crazy with the Tanisha, Tia, Bia, Bija. Go ahead and fuck it up, nigga. Isha, Keisha. I'm like, how you know all?
And that's a great tie
like,
because
crazy.
One of the things that I take so serious, and that's why I had to get in the studio with Kill. I had to get in the studio with Five. Yard Down wrote my ratchetest song that I got, because one of the areas that I'm looking to improve in my music is that track 3. Is that, she's shaking ass to that Sean. Okay. And, I've always, and I told these niggas at the release party, and shout out to Everready for playing Big Butt Bitch Thick trying to chit chat in the club, nigga.
Shout out to DJ
That
Everready.
was a moment.
And again, we talking about niggas that's pushing, that been getting their music out. You need these certain avenues. So shout out to DJ Everready. He for sure, if you get with him, he'll spin your shit. And you, if anything, it used to be like the old days when you play your music. What was those things like the DJ shit, DJ pools? Mm-hmm. You got to treat the club like a DJ pool with the record. Go to the club, they ain't expecting you, and let them play it and just see what it do.
Exactly.
Because when you get that genuine, niggas don't know that you here or nothing. They gonna fuck with it or they not gonna fuck with it. You gonna know you need to invest in this record, or maybe you need to go to track 4.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Killer, and I told Chef Boy, I told Vader, I said, bro, as a hooper, you know what I'm saying, on the court with y'all niggas, I feel like I gotta get some more gym time when y'all coming out with them club bangers, my nigga. Like, that's something that I wanna add to my arsenal, and so to get that skill, I called the Five, I called the Killer, I called the Mimi.
Respectfully.
And they're opening that creative space towards that kind of record. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. And so next time we get in the studio and it's a bunch of niggas, I'll be, better prepared to be,
that part.
Less more.
So since we going in it, and I don't want to run out of time, you got 2 other aspects we was gonna talk about. Clothes and your festival. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and get into the festival. What made you start the festival? How did you want to do a block party? What made you just, give us some of the inception on that thing, Brody?
Yeah, the ultimate goal of August Fest is just to celebrate independent artists and entrepreneurship.
Beautiful. Another avenue.
Yeah, I do believe that it's a lot of undiscovered, for lack of vocabulary, it's a lot of undiscovered talent in this city. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of festivals in this city. And as a quote-unquote undiscovered talent trying to knock in these doors of these festivals, get on these stages with these bigger artists, with these, bigger crowds and do all of that, it was a challenge. And I accept challenges, until I'm almost insane with it. I'm not going to keep knocking down a door at the same in the same amount of time it takes to just go ahead and build your own house. So with that said, I went ahead and
Built your own house.
we created Auguste Fest, and the ultimate goal is to bring that undiscovered talent to light, you know, and ultimately make sure their name is on the same set with a bigger name, and then we have people in the audience there to discover some of their new favorite music, you know, also their new favorite vendors. We got people that started with the first Auguste Fest that can't keep product on their shelf whatsoever, whether it's food, whether it's their clothes, and they haven't looked back, you know, and that's really important to me, just being part of the foundation or part of someone's story that they use to kind of take off in whatever creative journey that their heart desires. That's really the whole motto and the whole goal of Auguste Fest. And it's fun.
Yeah. So I performed at the motherfucking August Fest, and definitely. I could say it was dope. Even, you know, from the time you said you was throwing it, I knew it was gonna be dope already.
Facts.
Cause I know you about the art. You know what I mean? Certain niggas, when they say they throwing something, I know they don't care about nothing else but how much they fit to make at the end. You know what I mean?
Thank you for saying that, because
sometimes you might have to break even or even take a L to get that ball rolling.
Yeah, you do.
No did.
You do, because it's never been about the money, and I'm glad you said that, because I'm in a space right now where I've never seen this much money. Hello. You know what I'm saying? This frequent, this often, this consistent, you know? And in that place, I'm grateful for it. But something that Dame told me a long time ago, bro.
And you say Dame as in Dame?
Dame Dash.
There we go.
When you get the money, if you really about your business, that money is going. That money don't sit on you. That money don't, you know what I mean? That money, so you really in the same spot. So it's really dependent on your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because you get that $100,000 check, you get that $200,000 check, you got $500,000 worth of ideas. That's why I always revisit the the conversation we had in the studio on that song. You was like, you wouldn't really think about real estate. In that song, like, I ain't got no time for no real estate, I said in the song. And you was like, bro, you wouldn't invest on your real estate? And of course, eventually when that comes. But my ultimate goal with anything right now is to bet on self, invest in self. Church. And these ideas are $1 billion ideas. So Church. When you get $500,000, nigga, you really still in the red, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to invest in yourself. You gotta go buy the Shure mics. You gotta go get the wall. You gotta. And you gotta stay consistent. You gotta have a photo shoot. You gotta pay. Man. You have to do that. If you
about the art, you gonna reinvest into the art because that's what got you the bread anyway.
So you understand, money is just it's
energy.
Here. It's here.
It's just energy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
But it can be manifested. It can be called.
Hey, you know, everybody say that you don't need money like that, but I'm gonna say money up there with air somewhere.
Money up there, it's somewhere.
It's up there with air. Like after you get your oxygen, you might need you some money. You know what I'm talking about?
I just really want to highlight that we really need to rethink how we see money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't teach us money.
We need to. It's really all about your imagination, bro. Like,
you gotta let that kid in you still do what it do. But for you to get to that stage, you gotta be somewhat financially free,
or you gotta hear it.
No, everybody hear it, but if you ain't got no time to do it, you feel me? Or you ain't got enough money to do it.
That's a great question, because, and this all ties into the brand as well. When I was speaking with Dame again, and I don't like to name drop, but I do want to add context. I asked him, I'm like, bro, everybody ain't Rockefeller. Everybody ain't millionaires. Everybody ain't you. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to VVSOG, because we had a business meeting, and that nigga
Young Barry,
that nigga tore me up. Pause. That nigga was telling me off, and the lights went off, nigga. That business meeting went crazy. But outside of that, and I thank him for that, because he reminded me exactly of, you know what I mean? But when I was speaking with Dame, I was like, bro, everybody ain't got the $1,000 to go start their Rockaware. Everybody ain't got the 500. Everybody, he was like, bro, go ahead. You can spark. Yeah. He was like, how much does a t-shirt cost? at the lowest value in your fashion district. $3. Boom, 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 boom. You write something, you take a marker, you get creative, you sell that for 5 to 10. You take 3, go get another one, you flip. You get to there. You know what I'm saying? So really $3 could really be $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how creative you can get with it, depending on how your imagination could take it. But yeah.
But that lifestyle ain't for everybody, because it's a lot of people who all they taught, from the beginning is go to work, be loyal to your job and pay your bills.
Yeah. We need to rethink it, man. We need to rethink it. It's a
system that's kind of just been taught to I want to say like a whole generation, and that was a generation low key before us.
I got richer without a job, and I'm a great employee. I worked my job, and I'm grateful for my job, bro.
That part.
I'm gonna just put a pin in this real quick. One day that changed my life. While we're speaking about money and everything, I was on my job, and I love my job, bro. I was not looking. I'm not saying I love what I did, but I was grateful to be important somewhere, you know what I mean? So I took it serious, and I was in the break room making coffee one day, and my boss, Michael Good, surfer dude, like hair long, love Michael, thank you, Michael. He was like, how you doing today, man? I was like, man, it's payday, I feel good. And he looked at me like disgusted, and I was like, what did I say? He was like, you let a piece of paper dictate how your day is?
Come on now.
And I was like, oh shit. And I felt this small.
Yeah.
And feeling that small pause, I was like, man, I have so much more maturing to do. And I'm looking forward to get to that where paper doesn't dictate my mood. We understand that it's up there with air somewhere. Yeah. But I promise you, and God, please make me the example. I'm saying this with my chest out. If we rethink it, add that level of faith back into it, add that level of creativity and imagination into money, I promise you we'll all be millionaires, billionaires before we can even blink, bro. But we all got to be on the same.
Come on, man. That's what I'm on. Yeah. Hey, so to wrap it up, we ain't going to go too deep into the clothing. I just want you to give them some light and where to get it, where get your clothes at, and where to find everything.
Yeah, SeanAuguste.com. Everything is my name, SeanAuguste.com. August at August Shop on Instagram.
So how you spell Sean August for the people and way in the back?
SEAN, and then August like the month with an E on the end.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's where we find the music. That's where we find the clothing. That's where we find everything. And what type of clothing and stuff could you find on there?
Well, you can right now. The signature piece are the handbags. Again, I do have to praise your name for that, because you were one of the first men I've ever seen. Make I think you had a shoulder bag, right?
Yeah.
Like for the men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that, and also going to your crib, you had a mall in your crib, and subconsciously, bro, you have influenced me and inspired me in so many ways.
Respectfully,
and I thank you for that.
Love. Yeah, my
so
dog.
SeanAuguste.com, you can find all of that. Please, we're not trying to push anybody out the way, but we do want to be valued on the same accord as the Louis, as the Telfars, as the Chanel, as the Bentayga, whatever you call them, because one, y'all know me, and y'all can see this
Support
journey.
Your own.
Yeah, as we become this household name and this household brand, giving y'all great products with great prices from my perspective, but from God's mouth to my ears.
Hey man, you young LA approved, man. You do your thing, keep doing it. I support you.
That was so fast.
All my good people gonna support you. And we gonna keep doing how we doing, man. Fuck with us, the morning show every Monday. I'm talking about right around this same time. Next time, have your blunt ready and your motherfucking champagne and your OJ, have your mimosa. Cool ass Cam, take them on home, man.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all tap in. COOLAZZCAC. I'm going too.
Yeah.
Innovative Culture, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Tap in with us on YouTube, youtube.com/Innovative Culture.
And we out. Hello.